The House of Representatives has passed on second reading a bill seeking to lower the minimum age of criminal responsibility from 15 to 12 years old, not 9 as originally proposed. Bev Verdera has the story.
Congress has passed on second reading House Bill 8858, the proposed amendment to the Juvenile Justice Act of 2006. The bill seeks to lower the age of criminal liability, but instead of pegging the minimum age to 9 years old as originally proposed, the House of Representatives has agreed to set the minimum age to 12 years old. House Committee on Justice Representative Leachon said that upon speaking with the members of the House, they are more comfortable with setting 12 years old as the minimum age of liability. Leachon said he agrees that 12 years old is the right age of discernment.
Yung cognitive development ng bata at the age of 9 is actually disputable, with more reason that's acceptable if it's 12. I have read, in fact, there was basis for about 7-6 years, yung cognitive development. Kasi yung discernment lang naman, capacity to discern right from wrong. Yung bata, alam na yung kung ano yung mali at tama. So how much more for a 12-year-old? So mas acceptable sa kanilang lahat.
The bill also renamed the term criminal liability to social responsibility. He also said that those committed petty offenses will not be confined in a youth facility.
Pag petty offense, children 12 years below 18, walang mandatory confinement sa not bahay pangarap at bahay pag-asa. It's a youth care institution or youth care facility. Mandatory siya in 3 instances. Number 1, when the crime committed by the child in conflict with the law are serious offenses. Na-enumerate ko na yan. Number 2, pag neglected child, meaning walang pamilya. At pangatlo, recidivist, meaning paulit-ulit na ginagawa ng bata, ay confine naman natin yan. At 2 or more is recidivism na yon.
The Bahay Pag-asa youth facilities have yet to be funded and some salons question their availability if the bill becomes law.
We have not constructed the reformatory, Bahay Pag-asas. Hindi pa natin na-implement. Amyandahan na natin. Very clear, we are looking for a scapegoat, for an alibi for failure. The criminal justice system is defective and also corrupt. Bakit yung mga bata ang ating bibigyan ng sisi na we will campaign all over the country to denounce this law?
Yung batasyo, yung Republic Act 9344 has been barely implemented. In fact, if you will look at the Bahay Pag-asa, where this being the obligations of local government units, siguro 3% lang ho yata yung nag-comply dito sa pag-establish ng Bahay Pag-asa.
Until then, the child offender will have to be sent back home and undergo intervention with the parents. The next reading for the bill will resume Monday next week. For News 5, Bev Verdera, we are One News.
To tell us more about this development, joining us live from the Batasan is News 5 correspondent Bev Verdera. Bev, so instead of 9, the minimum age is now proposed to be set at 12. And instead of criminal liability, the bill also has been renamed to refer to social responsibility. Talk us through what happened and why these changes were made.
Chairman on Committee on Justice, Representative Leachon said that he took into consideration the opinion of the Congress, and upon talking to them, they said that they are uncomfortable or they have reservations with the minimum age of 9. So he said that he is willing to compromise for the sake of the protection of the children, and a majority of them said that they're more comfortable with the age of 12. And upon studying, he said that 12 years old is the right age of discernment, and also for the bill to avoid the bill to sound so negative, they have amended it from criminal liability to social responsibility.
Now, the sorry state of the halfway houses or Bahay Pag-asa was mentioned in hearings and by NGOs before. Do you think this was a factor in the proceedings?
Yes, some salons argue about the availability of the Bahay Pag-asa because they said that many of them are not constructed yet. They also argue that instead of improving the facilities, why not also improve the justice system of the country?
And this is a point that the CHR also has made. The Commission on Human Rights has said lack of facilities for juvenile rehabilitation has to be considered. Was this discussed? And are there even provisions in this measure on how to improve the rehabilitation facilities.
It was also talked about earlier regarding the budget of these facilities if this bill was passed onto a law. But Leachon said that there will be a leeway of 1 year once this bill is passed, and also they are considering of seeking help from PAGCOR for the funding. For the meantime, they said that anyone who will be apprehended will still be sent back to their home and will have intervention together with their parents.
Okay, Bev Verdera reporting live from the Batasan.